got a little, now I'm dying for
I'm Ashley Blanchet, and I play Christy Lockhart.
Hi, my name is Ben Fankhauser, and I play Brantley Foster in the new musical, The Secret of My Success.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today. I am very, very excited to check out Theater Under the Stars production of The Secret of My Success. I have been a fan of this movie. I'm very excited to see it turned into a theatrical production. But for people that may not be familiar with the film from the 80s, what can you guys tell us about the show and, of course, your roles in it?
Well, those of you who have seen the film and remember or not, this show is about a young guy named Brantley Foster who moves to New York City from the Midwest to follow his dreams. And what ends up happening is he lives a double life as a temp in a mailroom and an executive at the same company at the same time. So obviously hijinks ensues, but he does so for good reason. He does so to save the jobs at a factory in his hometown. So there's a nice little moral conundrum at the center of it. And of course, in our version, it's Broadway-fied. So there's a great love story. There are great songs and there are great themes throughout the show. And all while being a big jolt of energy and a big hearted 2.5 hours.
Now, based on, of course, again on the film, how much does the show actually deviate from the film production that we've seen?
Quite a lot, I believe. I mean, first of all, it doesn't take place in the 80s anymore. So we've placed it in modern day, and there are a lot of references to modern day issues like we deal with TikTok and Instagram a lot of the time in the script. But yeah, so we've even changed the time period.
Now, again, we're talking with it being a brand new production. What can you guys tell me about the music that we're going to be seeing in this show?
I think the music is a ton of fun. First of all, the score is very tuneful, and the songs almost feel familiar, like you've heard them before, but they sound new, and the lyrics are sharp and witty, and you can expect to hear an eclectic array of Broadway style music. From there's some hip hop, there's some electronic dance music even, and then there are really great melodic ballads as well. And it's orchestrated throughout with a lot of brass and a lot of like what I deem to be sort of like that Broadway sound. So it's a real toe tapper for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. I love that. So, for both of you, what has been the most fun part of putting together this production?
Actually, for me, it's been the people that we work with. Dan Connectus is a wonderful, incredible artistic director who kind of creates a vibe in the room that's all about kind of giving the best that each person, from the swing understudy to whoever you are in the room, bringing your very best talents to the piece, and he's able to kind of extract that from each person, all the while creating this like wonderful atmosphere. I feel like we really are a team. I feel like we really do care about each other in this short period of time that we've even met and gotten to work with each other. And of course, working with Ben has been a dream. He's an incredible actor, and his voice is amazing to listen to every single night. So I feel like it's the people that you work with, I think, with any job, that really makes it. And on this in this case, it's been wonderful.
I have to agree with Ashley about the people and the vibe in the room. I will say that Ashley is one of the smartest actors I've ever worked with, and the joys of working on a brand new musical is that it's never been done before, so there are no precedents. So we really rely on the opinions of the people in the room and the actors, the people saying the words and living the experience. And we were lucky enough to get to work with the writers pretty closely during the process, so we were able to give feedback for moments that felt like we need to explode this moment a little bit more, or we need to try a different moment because this doesn't feel right. And so being surrounded by smart storytellers was really inspiring for me. And it's a joy. It's not every day you get to work on a brand new piece. And so it's awesome when it comes around.
My next question is going to be, when you are taking on these characters, when you're getting started playing these roles, are you even looking at the original film, or are you just saying, you know what, I'm pushing that off to the side, I'm just looking at the script and just making these characters my own?
I prefer not to spend too much time on what has come before. Whether I'm doing an original musical or it's a musical that's been done before, I have a tendency to start to mimic without even realizing it. So I really do enjoy just looking at the script, looking at the material for myself, and sort of bringing my imagination to it as an actor, as opposed to accidentally starting to mimic someone else's performance, which happens very quickly.
That's the same for me. I, especially with works that are established, I tend not to like listen to the cast recording because, especially vocally, I will get vocal ideas and I really want to generate those myself. For this particular project, I had a quick look at the movie just to remind me and just to get a sense of where our writers got their inspiration, because they've adapted it from the movies. So I just wanted to get a sense of where they started. But for me, it's the same as Ashley. Like, my work exists in the script and in the script alone. So it's about figuring out, who this guy is based on the script that we have in front of us, what he's going through, what he wants, all that kind of creative stuff.
I love that. So now, having been a part of a production like this, do you both feel like you know what the secret of success is?
And you'll have to find out. You'll have to come.
Oh,
So you got to come to the
okay,
show.
okay. I was hoping
I,
for a sneak.
I really was more touched by this story than I was expecting to be, in terms of, really just understanding that success doesn't equate joy, and I feel like we spend so much of our lives chasing goals and career goals and relationship goals and going, okay, if I just make it to this next thing, I'll finally be happy, or I'll finally have peace. And it's the age old question, and I think peace and joy exists in the present, and exists when we're able to bring our self-awareness out, and when we're able to invest in our relationships, when we're able to be of service, when we're able to, love those around us. And this show is a great reminder of that being success. And, I think at least my character goes through this journey of thinking success is about being rich, success is about having money and about having clout and a great job. And, he obviously learns for himself what the real secret of success is. And that one you will have to come to the show to find out. But, I think it's about being true to yourself, and it's about, remembering where you are, and we only have one life on this planet. And I think the show is kind of life affirming in that way.
I really do.
And Christy has an interesting journey as well, which is a really wonderful gift that in this piece she's written as a single mom who's trying to juggle being a junior executive at the same time, and that struggle of always trying to be perfect and trying to move up, trying to be perfect as a mom, trying to be perfect at work, is something that I think many women struggle with. And but something that I think she learns is, in order to be able to be vulnerable emotionally as well while she's doing all those things. And that's the struggle for her. And that's the element of success for her, I think, is learning to kind of open up and be that strong, powerful, ambitious woman, and also being that vulnerable, emotionally strong woman as well. Which is really an awesome journey to take each night.
I love that. I really do. Um, I always like to end on this question. I know I am raring and ready to see this show. Very, very excited. I'll be hopping in next week and I can't wait. Um, but for the people that are still thinking about, should I check out this show or not? What is the reason that you think that they should come and see Secret of My Success?
I'm going to let Ben finish up because he speaks so well. I'm just going to jump in there real quick and he's going to finish it. No, I think one of the things that we were surprised by once we put it on its feet, once we added the orchestrations, once we got to the stage and we had the audience come in, is it seems to be a lot of fun the entire time. It's just incredibly entertaining the whole time. And I think no matter who you are, no matter what age group, you're going to come and you're going to have a good time the whole time. And I think that's something that this show offers that was even a surprise to us as we put it together was, wow, I think people are going to really be entertained and enjoy themselves while they're here. Go ahead, Ben.
Absolutely. Agreed. This is like a burst of energy and fun and joy for the whole family, and I think that has its own value these days. Getting to come to the theater, hang up your troubles for 2.5 hours and enjoy yourself and laugh and tap your toes, and then also be surprised by the heart that this show has. And I'll also say, I'll reiterate, this is a brand new musical. This has really not been seen by anyone before. And I think there's something really exciting having a brand new piece of art that's taken years and hundreds of people to put together in your hometown in Houston. It's kind of a rare thing. So you definitely want to be of the first few thousand people that ever got to see this show, because you'll get to say, I saw this show when it first came out. So I think this show is going to have a beautiful, long life. It's going to be seen by many, many people across the country and perhaps the world. And you definitely want to be the first crowd that ever got to see it.
I love that. It's exciting when you really think about it that way. You guys are groundbreaking. I love that. So for you guys out there, come and see Ben, come and see Ashley. Theater Under the Stars production of Secret of My Success is playing now through November the 6th at the Hobby Center. You can get your tickets now at tuts.com. Ben, Ashley, thank you both so much for talking with us today. I really appreciate you both.
My pleasure. Thanks for having us.
All right. Well, thank you guys all for watching. This has been Ray with the Houston Film Fanatics, and we will talk to you guys real soon.